Alright, well, today I picked up this 6-foot tall grandfather clock, and it is a very big, bulky item, lots of wood. Why would I pick this up? Well, a couple reasons. One, I know there's some brass in there. There we go. So I'm hoping it's pretty easy to get out. I've never broken down one of these, which is the second reason I picked it up. And then finally, the big bulk item, spring cleaning pickup day is coming up in my community, so I can just pop that brass out and set that wood out and they'll pick it up. So I figured it was about time I tried doing something like this. I've never broken one of these down. Kind of curious to see, really how difficult it is. I don't think I'll find any surprises. I expect there to be some brass, and that's about it. So let's take a look, see what we got. Alright, so how am I going to get inside this dude? Well, I can take a sledgehammer and I can smash it, which I like to do sometimes, but this actually looks relatively easy. There's our little door access. We've got a couple of screws right up in here that we need to get out. Looks like a couple right there. And then there's a couple in the back, and hopefully it's going to be that easy. So right off the bat, I took the door off. I wanted to check these hinges. They are brass. Of course, the screws aren't. And I also removed the little latch that I showed you, and checked it with a knife somewhere right there. So that's going to be brass, and even the little hook was too when I checked it. So there we go. So it's always about getting these things done quickly, but at the same time, I like to do it thoroughly, especially on something new, and make sure I get every opportunity. So let's see what else we got. All right, just to make sure I'm getting this completely clean and being thorough, I'm going to start removing the layers here of our brass element. All right, so here we are so far. Good, decent amount of brass, a lot of little screws, a lot of little pins in the clock mechanism, but making some headway. Really hasn't taken too long. I'm at the point now where I get a lot of little pieces of brass like this that I need to see if I can separate, so I have all clean brass. If not, I'll throw anything that gives me real trouble in the dirty brass bucket. Alright, we got the face off the main component. I got a few more screws in here and quite a bit of nasty stuff, but getting through this thing pretty darn quick. Alright, finally got my brass clean from my grandfather clock there. A lot of it I had to end up just kind of beating with a hammer to get it clean. A few pieces I wasn't able to get clean, so dirty brass. Looks like we got about almost 4 ounces. The clock face was also brass. It was dirty brass because of the finish and the paint on it. Looks like 9 ounces on that. Yep. It had a clean brass rim. It's going to take us to 13, so that's 4 ounces. And then it had this aluminum backing. So let's do some quick math. That's 17 ounces, so about 8 ounces of that. Just a really tiny amount of shred there. And then of course these big things, these weigh about 4 pounds total. Let's go with our clean. So there's our first one, and we got about we got there pound and a half on that one, and I think about another pound and a half. Yep, about another pound and a half. So about 3 pounds of brass on that thing. That counts the brass hinge and the little brass hook. So I don't know, like I said, it wasn't too bad. It took me about 15 minutes to break apart all the little pieces and deal with it. Cleaned it pretty good. I'm happy with it. So if you see your grandfather clock, you know, if you've got the time, go ahead and go for it. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that cool stuff. Happy scrapping.